Hi, everybody. I'm very excited to share with you today a little bit about a free program that can also be accessed in app form for Apple or Android products. This is called iCivics, and this was created actually by a former Supreme Court Justice, Sandra Day O'Connor, in 2009 to reimagine civic education. Basically, she understood that the new generation of students needs to be thoughtful and engage in active citizenship, and that civic knowledge was actually a prerequisite for civic participation. And yet we've seen across the country for decades that civic education has largely disappeared from school curricula. And she argued that the repercussions are undeniable. So she wanted to create a way where kids could engage with civic knowledge and civic education so they can become active citizens. So there are several different games that you can play to teach about civics. This would be appropriate for middle school or high school students. And if we just click on play here, we'll see a bunch of different games that are available for kids to teach. Or to engage in. You can play games, earn points, send points, and then make an impact, which is kind of cool. I've played several of these. I really like them. The Argument Wars is just about really putting your debate skills and using evidence from Supreme Court cases up against somebody else's to see who can win. Counties that work get at the kinds of things that your local governments are responsible for. There's one in particular that I really wanted to show you, which is Do I Have a Right? This one I couldn't stop playing as an adult. I thought it was really interesting. I already have it pulled up, so I'm going to kind of mosey on over there. But basically, you're going to be a lawyer in this game, and you're going to specialize in constitutional law. These clients are going to come in and tell you what problems that they have, and you have to figure out which lawyer to match them with, meaning like their expertise in which particular amendment. And the more clients you serve and the more cases you win, the faster your firm grows. So you kind of have to know what court cases would help you win. So I'm going to pull up one I already have open. You get to create your own character, and you get to play this game. It has some music too to go along with it.
Who needs help defending their rights. We're the best in the business, and we won't let them down.
So there's clearly some narration that occurs, but can also be muted. And I'm going to give this a second to load here. This one also is kind of a race against time. As your clients come in, you have to quickly assign them, which means you have to know which amendment is in which, or which issues are in which constitutional amendment. So you can...
We're just getting started. Would you like me to show you how
I'm
to
going
do
to mute
things around here?
this. So you can build up your firm. You get points with each case that you win, meaning you've cited the right amendment in the Constitution that might defend or that person's position about whatever has happened to them. Your clients will walk in the door, you'll greet them, you'll assign them to the right attorney who can help them. You build up your attorney staff based on their expertise of the amendments, and then you just go through and you look and you try to match precedents in court cases with amendments in court cases. I know it sounds kind of complex, and I was kind of geeking out having fun over it, but middle school and high school students would really enjoy this. So we use this a lot for enrichment practices for kids, but I can totally see how it can be done just as tier 1 instruction as well. So I just kind of want to give you a brief overview of what that looks like. All the games are really interactive, and you would click on your person to learn what it is. So this person is complaining that an officer searched their house and arrested them because he had a dream that he stole something. Can I stop the police? So that is his issue. And of course, it has the audio version there so students can have it read to them. And then you can decide whether or not this is a case that you can take on. And anyway, you will just continue to, I blocked it to where we can't hear it, so we're not really sure if we're assigning this correctly. But I highly recommend you get in there and play with that. Let your teachers know these exist. It's a really fun tool for engaging kids in civic learning. Using this technology is great for helping teachers to stay regularly engaged in reflective practices that support their own professional growth, which is finding technologies that will enhance student learning per ISTE 5C, and also to remain current, ISTE 5A, on emerging technologies for learning and innovations in pedagogy. And the iCivics does that really well.